There are many ways in which theatre can connect with the world, through the shows it produces, through the people it works with, through the decisions we make about who we want to have in the theatre with us when we perform our shows. I think the function of the theatre is to lead. It's not to ask people what should we be doing, what you want to see, but to take decisions about what really matters. And what really matters in the world today is the extraordinary convulsions of population across the world, coming out of the Middle East, out of Europe, out of Africa, North Africa, West Africa, East Africa. So I am really delighted that the Young Vic has been able to respond to that in the way that we have through the Horizons series of shows, and the range of shows that we're doing, and more shows coming next year, many different refractions on the most important thing happening on the planet, apart from climate change, which is the refugee crisis.
We created a piece of work in response to our show here, Macbeth, a piece of movement that told the story of Macbeth and was not reliant on language, because the refugees we were working with didn't have English as a first language, and we wanted to find a way to be able to communicate on stage that wasn't language reliant. We've also been doing a project called Now We Are Here, which we have been working with a group of LGBT refugees, looking at experiences of childhood and also what it's like to live here when you come here as a refugee.
I find it very therapeutical. At the end, I said to Imogen, I feel like I've gotten free therapy. You know, it gets easier. I'm not saying that the pain, it cures the pain, but it gets easier to watch, and it gets more easier to talk about. Before, I couldn't even talk about anything about my past without going through the first sentence and not crying. So at the end of that, I was able to talk about things, but in a way like, wow, someone has seen my story and they're inspired by it and maybe can help another person. So it just made me feel so great inside.
I was looking for a place where I could talk and share my feelings. That's what I thought. I just took a risk and I said, let me gamble, just go and see what it is. I still struggle to how on a day I managed to come, and on a day I really find that it's a day I would have regretted if I had not made it.
Every day I come here, I said, oh my God, it's like a family. You guys are so welcoming and so warm.
The respect and the harmony we've all shared together, we've cried together, the respect, I feel I would conclude by saying it's a family to me. It's a new home. Yeah.
To have a movement which is primarily concerned with caring for and looking after people when they first arrive in this country or when they've been in this country for a long time is really important, particularly at the moment.
The Theatre of Sanctuary is of tremendous importance to us. I always like to think of theatres as places in which strangers can come together in peace. I say that often. I hope it's true. I hope it's true of the Young Vic. But to have this particular recognition from this sanctuary movement is tremendously important to us, and we've placed our certificate in the most conspicuous place in the foyer, so that people will know that's what we hope to be, and I hope respond to us in that way.